Welcome to Color Me Dead.
Hey guys, this is Mandy and Melissa from Moms and Murder, a true crime podcast featuring two moms who think they're funny.
Trust us, guys, we are. Join us each week as we discuss both the infamous and unfamiliar stories in the world of true crime.
You can check us out on our website at momsandmurder.com and also connect with us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
We release new episodes on Tuesdays, so we hope you'll check us out.
Okie dokie, now we're good.
Yeah, right. But then, how was your weekend?
It was fantastic. We went up and went
You did some camping?
It was so nice to not be...
In the city?
Yeah, just...
In town?
Mm-hmm.
Where you can hear fucking crickets and see the stars?
Yeah, except for at like 11 o'clock Saturday night, I think, we heard a gunshot. Which right now...
Wait.
Yeah, because right now up on the mountain, it's not legal because it's archery season.
Right.
So I was immediately like, somebody got murdered! Or somebody was just trying to scare a bear out of camp.
But do you remember when those guys actually escaped from the prison?
Yes.
In like 2007 or 8? It was like 2007 or 8.
Something.
You had those two fucking guys that were hemmed up for murder.
Mm-hmm.
And they were in the Daggett County prison. And those little motherfuckers escaped. And we were up on the mountain during that time because I was dating Brandon.
Oh, no.
Who worked with Quinn.
Uh-huh.
And so it was like a big to-do because we had already set up camp and they had like made their way through. Except they had actually gone the other direction. They went like further up into Wyoming and up and over. But we were sitting in camp like, fuck, man, all we have is a camp chef, a spatula, and a fucking carving knife for the brisket. Like, what are we going to do if they come into camp?
Yeah.
It was probably bear.
That's what I'm guessing, because you can have...
Or moose. Fuckers.
Something.
I'd almost rather be attacked by a moose or by a bear than a moose.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least with a bear, like, it'd be one crushing blow and I'm good. I don't have to be stomped to death by something shaggy, hairy that has a ballsack chin. Just saying.
When you said Shaggy and Harry at first, I was going to say Spencer, and then you went to Ballsack Chin, and I was like, and it's gone. Never mind.
But my husband isn't... Well, okay. He's a little shaggy.
He's got a nice beard.
In the beard.
Speaking of beards.
Speaking of beards.
One of our friends, who is also our listener.
One of our listeners, his name is Alex Acosta.
Yes, and he has a beard company. Beard oil.
Like beard oil.
Balm. All natural. Good shit for your face carpet.
Right. Essentially, he's got a lot of products to keep your beard in fashionable working condition while being a man.
Mm-hmm. And he's based out of Salt Lake, so it's...
Yeah, very local for us.
Exactly.
Super cool.
And he actually sent us a story, which I'm going to talk about here in a minute, since this episode is our current events. However, his company is called Amulet Beard, and it's amuletbeard.com. And he was awesome.
He actually, like, kind of hooked us up with a cool little sponsor.
Yeah.
And so if you guys want to go, any of our beardos or beardo lovers,
yes,
if you want to get your hubby or your sweetheart something awesome for their beard, you can actually go check out amuletbeard.com. And if you use the promo code CMDP17.
Mm-hmm. So Color Me Dead podcast, basically.
17. You'll get 20% off your order, which is super fucking cool. So,
yeah, because his prices are actually really good. And I looked at one and I want to try...
well, but I was reading back through your messages while you were talking to him, that one with like the sage.
Yes.
I
Empire.
am so fucking into that.
Okay, so the Empire is sage, cedar, and clove, which are like my three...
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna start, like, it's gonna be that weird thing where I'm rubbing on my husband's face like a cat in heat. Like, who loves Kitty? You love Kitty?
This will be a good place for me to sit later.
So let me rub some oil on this. I'll sit on it.
And he uses all natural products and everything like that, so you don't have to worry about your beard. And ladies, if your man has a beard, get him some stuff, because I hate when people have beards and they're all
bushy and
scraggly.
You know what the worst is? When they feel like an SOS pad.
Yes.
Because that was my problem with Spencer's beard up until he started using product, is that it was so dry and so bristly that I was like, I hates it. And then your husband started using product, to which then I was like, you need to start using fucking product. And now when I touch his beard, it's all soft and silky. Like, it's still fucking beard hair, but it's and then when you like nuzzle in and they smell all fucking manly and musky and shit. Like, I got that feeling.
Yep.
I got that feeling.
Yeah, Quinn, he's diehard when it comes to badass beard care. But I was like, I'm going to get you some of this because this shit seems like it's going to smell delicious.
We gonna try this.
Yeah, and he was like, all right.
Come on, baby, let me rub some of this on your face.
Because with badass beard care, they actually have this one scent that he got, and it smells so good. But one of the things in it is pepper. And I've learned
shit.
pepper on precious pinks do not fucking
God.
mix.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Bernie McGee right on your little man in the rowboat.
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we learned that one the hard way, so I was like, yeah, I can't use that if there's going to be activities. Because I'm such a dainty-skinned person anyways.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
You're fine.
Oh, peppered pussy.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Pepper pussy steak. I'm a matcha.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I don't know if that's happened to anybody else or if it's just because I'm a fucking delicate.
You are delicate, though.
Right.
It's no fucking fun.
But it smells so good. But yeah.
But you guys, I'm going to go home. I'm going to load up a cart. If there's a beard in your life, whether it belongs to a man or maybe you're wearing one of your own downstairs, I don't know. Maybe you should oil your own parts.
Hey.
AmuletBeardCare.com.
AmuletBeard.com.
AmuletBeard.com. Fuck me.
I want to put
Why
care
am I
on
so
the end of
stupid?
it too. No, you're...
Sorry, Alex.
No.
Forgive me.
Forgive me. And he's local, and so that's always awesome.
Support your fucking local small business owners.
Mm-hmm.
They deserve it.
And he has a bunch of really good scents.
Smells.
Yeah, smells.
Smells.
I was like, I might need one of everything.
So, CMDP17, get you 20% off.
Yes.
Sweet.
I guess since we're already kind of doing shout-outs, I also want to drop the one podcast we made friends with called Nothing Rhymes with Murder. They just did their 10th episode, and what they did with their 10th episode was really awesome. They got in touch with a bunch of us podcasters, and they wanted us to tell one of our favorite true crime stories.
Like a little blurb.
Mm-hmm. And so we covered one, and you'll have to go and
check them out if you want to hear that little piece.
Subscribe. They're hilarious.
Good show. Good content.
They have sweet accents, so they always win.
They really do.
I know. I wish we did.
And I know. And everybody's like, oh, you have an accent. I was like, does mush mouth count?
Right?
Fucking marble mouth? Fuck mouth.
Also, we set up our merch shop, and we're going to be adding to that all the time. That's colormedeadpod.threadless.com. Right now, there's
lots of cool shit, you guys. You can get hoodies, t-shirts, pillows, tote bags.
You want a shower curtain?
Shower curtains.
You got it.
Anything you can think of, except magnets.
Magnets, stickers.
Magnets, stickers come from a different area. We'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, we're going to have to order those, and then we'll set up some.
But don't you fret. There's tons of shit to choose from.
Yes.
So, yeah, I apologize in advance to my husband for the amount
money that's going to be
bullshit
spent.
that I'm going to be spending there. So, anyway.
Moms in Murder.
Yes.
Melissa. She reached out to us because I had said I need somebody to touch up our logo that Jenny did. Jenny did awesome.
Right.
The resolution wasn't what we needed.
It needed to be tuned, and we needed a transparent background for white and black.
Mm-hmm. And Melissa from Moms in Murder.
I'm 100% sure that one of your children may have just died.
And they fell over. The dad's out there. It's fine. The dad. My husband.
The dad.
The dad.
Yon dick. Out yonder.
Beard out there. He's got it.
God. Okay.
But anyways, Moms in Murder, you're going to want to go and check that podcast out as well. They're new. But Melissa's husband, Steven, did our logo touch up. So he kind of had to redo our lettering. And he also put the word podcast in there, and then
highlighted our names and stuff. But it turned out wonderful. I'm very impressed. Thank you guys so fucking much for that.
Yes, that was super, super awesome.
Because we are broke as shit. Mm-hmm. We really appreciate you guys, willing to work with us.
Yes. And he has his own...
Podcast powers combined.
Never mind.
Nobody can see it.
I know. But he also has his own...
graphic design
webpage.
Yes.
But right now he's rebuilding it. So he's going to get back in touch with me once that's up and ready, and then I'll talk about it again and then drop links.
Oh, dude, we'll scream that shit all over the microphone. Fucking
Yeah. And then we also made friends with Once Upon a Time. Once Upon a Crime. Jesus.
You know what, though? But our
Podcast.
entire lives, we've been tuned to say Once Upon a Time. So it's not really your fault.
I know. And that's
Once
a really
Upon a
cool
Crime.
name.
It really is.
I like it.
I like our podcast name, but they just about snuck up and stole
That
my
one,
thunder.
and there's another like true crime kind of podcast called Bitchcraft, and that made me happy to read.
Bitchcraft. That one I went and listened to.
Mm-hmm.
They're quite clever.
Mm-hmm.
I could be friends with them.
Mm-hmm.
We could get recreationally unattended with them.
Yes. But definitely go check out Once Upon a Crime. She's awesome. We've been good friends with her over Twitter. Like, she shared a lot of our shit, which we super appreciate.
Yes.
And we need to get better about being on Twitter more. I still don't know what I'm doing.
More?
Yeah, I know. Sometimes
dude, sometimes I'm on Twitter more than I should be. No, but you know what, you guys? If you're in between episodes and you're looking for things to listen to, Nothing Rhymes with Murder, Moms and Murder, Once Upon a Crime, like these are things that you guys could go and subscribe to, and we won't feel like you're cheating on us.
No, because you can have more than one love when it comes to true crime podcasts.
It's true.
As long as we're your number one.
That's right. As long as you subscribe to us and love us more. You love me most.
You will love me most.
You love
Here's
me.
your frying pan.
You love me most or you go back to hole.
Just kidding.
I'm not kidding.
Oh, Angel's not, but I am.
We made eye contact. I'm not kidding. So, but then...
Okay, so I guess we can finally get into what we're doing
So this
today.
is kind of like current events, but kind of current yet random, because my first one, I'm going to go first. I'm jumping in feet first. Okay. It's not really current, but it's interesting as fuck. So...
Which is fine.
It happens.
Yeah.
I get sucked into weird shit.
I do too. It's
fucking rabbit holes.
Oh, dude.
Wormholes. Jesus Christ.
The rabbit holes that I have gone on, sometimes I'm like, I don't know. This is going to be a long episode.
I came out of, while doing some polig researches, which you had texted me about the same time that I, came up for air. And you were like, dude, I just fell down a serious fucking rabbit hole. And I was like, me too. My eyes are blurry. I don't know what happened. I came up for air, and Spencer walked in the room, and he was like, what the fuck are you doing? I had my face so close to the goddamn iPad, and there's just mixed treats spread out, smorgasbord, on the fucking bed. And he's like, are you gonna shower today? And I was like, I don't smell like cottage cheese yet, so I think I'm just gonna stay here.
I got more stuff to look. Yeah. When I went through my rabbit hole, I look up, because I was in the kitchen, so I could still kind of socialize. And I finally looked.
Whatever, fucking kid herder. You just want to be centrally located so you can watch all your spawn.
No, they were asleep at that point. But I look and I was like, fuck, my phone's at 1%. And I was like, I just got to get through the rest of this article.
How long have I been sitting at 1%?
So next week's episode should be
interesting.
Yes. Anyways, okay.
So anyway, this actually took place in 2007, 2008. So it is a little aged. However, they're deeming this kid as the world's youngest serial killer.
Yes. Okay. It gets a pass.
Little motherfucker was 7.
Oh.
He was 8 when he was caught.
Wow.
And this happened in India. So his name is Armadeep Sada. He also goes by Armajit. He had 3 known victims. Okay. His 3rd victim is what got him caught. Now, they're saying that there's probably more victims because other children went missing in the village that have not been discovered or haven't been found, and they're under the impression that maybe this little piece of shit killed him.
Good.
So, the first 2... Dude, and if you see his fucking pictures, you guys Google this shit. He's a creepy little shit.
Maybe we'll have to put it in a collage for our thing.
Yes, please do so. Because after he was apprehended... He just smiled and was like, can I have cookies?
Ew.
I'll tell you everything you want to know, but while I'm talking about what I did, I'd like a biscuit.
Ew.
Yeah.
Slice it.
Chokes it, Precious.
Yeah.
Makes it not breathe. So, 3 known victims for sure. The first one was his 6-month-old cousin, which belonged to an uncle on the maternal side, his 8-month-old sister, and the 3rd one was his 6-month-old neighbor, and her name was Kushbu. And he actually took her from a pack and play at a local elementary while her mom was doing chores around the school, which I think her mom must have been doing janitorial services, and took off with her. Well, the mom finishes what she's doing, comes back, no baby in the pack and play.
But
So, the first 2 murders were actually swept under the rug. And everybody in the village kind of knew what happened. Yeah, dude, that face that you're fucking making was me all afternoon.
why would you... You don't sweep dead babies under the rug.
Fucking right.
It looks into it, precious. It solves it.
We don't let little kids to continue. So the first
No.
one was his little cousin. And he actually, snatched her from a pack and play, took her out to a field, choked it until it passed out, and then smashed her in the face with a brick.
Oh.
And then threw a bunch of grass on it. Did the same thing with his sister. 4 or 5 months later, took his 8-month-old sister, drug her out to the middle of nowhere, strangles her, smashes her in the face with a brick until there's nothing left, and then throws a bunch of fucking grass on it. Well, all the people in the village actually
Grass on
knew.
it. No, it's just funny because you and I, whenever we talk about kids, I'm always like, hold this.
I know.
Or hold it.
Take it.
And you're like, throw grass on it.
It's.
I get it. 'Cause I do it all the time.
I know, and I don't want you guys to think I'm being insensitive, but I still refer to my children as spawn.
Mm-hmm.
Like male spawn, female spawn. Like they don't have names, they're just buck trophies. Like
They're crotch droppings.
crotch droppings.
I call mine
It's-
it's and them all the time.
It does what it's told.
I've said that word for word. So it's fine. It's fine.
So the villagers kind of knew what was going on. And the mom and dad were the ones that went around, and they were kind of destitute. He was born of a poor family. So they would scrape up what they had to bribe people to be quiet about it. So the third baby that he took, Kushbu, which was the neighbor lady's kid, she was like, fuck no. Fuck your bribe. I don't want any of your shit.
Good.
This little son of a bitch is going down. So he was actually arrested May 30th in 2007. Now, they would go on to say, and they being officials, the police, psychologists, said, he's got a behavioral disorder.
Yeah.
Kind of like RAD. But they call it something different.
Okay.
So...
And RAD, if people don't remember, that's from episode 2, Child Rage.
Right. And it's a reactive attachment disorder.
Yes.
So that's where they think that it comes from. But when he was confronted, he smiled about it. He was happy to fucking tell him, oh yeah, man, I drug him out into the weeds and choked him a little bit, and then I smashed him in the face with a brick. And then when, there wasn't anything left of their face, I just threw some weeds on their bodies and left.
That would be so scary to hear.
An 8-year-old.
We're gonna need to scrap it. You're just
Yeah,
gonna need
dude,
it.
start over. You can't possibly be that attached. It's only been around for 8 years.
You learn to not be attached.
To that?
Yeah.
So ultimately, he was charged with murder and he was tried as a juvenile. And then his story kind of lost some steam for a few years. So there's not tons of information that's left available.
Right.
But essentially, they would say he's got a behavioral issue. He's got some disorders. Put him in a mental facility. They changed his name. He's supposed to stay there until he's 18. And then he gets to walk.
No. No.
But wait.
Babies.
There's more.
Oh, no.
That was 2007.
Yeah.
So 10 years later
Is now.
is now. So when's he getting out?
Now?
Now.
I'm not okay right now. I'm so uncomfortable.
Right? So they say that due to his mental state at the time, he served a sentence at a psychiatric institute, and they say that in lieu of putting him in prison or giving him jail time, that he's been corrected.
And how do you know? How
Well,
do you know he's corrected?
I don't
do you
know,
leave him
because-
unattended with 6-month-olds and just be like, fuck it, let's try it?
But that's the thing. He didn't get psychiatric help after the first 2 times he killed.
Yeah.
So he already has that passion for it, which he actually talked about that when they were interrogating him. He was like, I did it because it feels good.
No.
And he specifically targeted infants because
They don't fight back.
they can't fight back.
No.
So, he's likely to be 17 years old. He's coming up on release. They say that he's actually changed his name to Samarjit.
I don't care. Piece of shit. Don't even need to pronounce it. I'm so mad right now.
And they were saying that they allowed him to legally change his name and his birthday, which to live more anonymously so that people can't find him.
But everybody should be able to find you if you murder 3 babies. I don't care if you're only 7 when you do it.
Only 3 that they can confirm.
Yeah.
Because
Not
during
okay right now.
during that time in that village, which I wrote the village down, but I couldn't pronounce it if I tried, and I would just sound fucking stupid if I tried. But there were 12 babies that mysteriously just fucking Peter Panned their way out of there. And so it's Indonesia, but they were all female victims. So are they pinning it on this kid because it's easy peasy? Or are they pinning it on this kid because he really fucking did it?
He's a psychopath. Little baby killer. Ugh. No, I don't like it.
What 7-year-old chokes a fucking infant and then smashes it in the face with a brick, dude?
And likes it and does it numerous times.
Talks about it, smiles like he's proud of his accomplishments.
Question, how did the parents be like, it's fine that you killed our child?
But then we didn't need that, sister, so...
Let's go pay off everybody else to be quiet.
And they were poor as fuck. So they scraped together everything they had to, like, shh.
I love my son to death, but if he murdered somebody, I'd be like, take it. Take it. Before.
Oh, dude, if my son murdered somebody, you wouldn't need to come get him and take him. Because I'd fucking hang him myself. I'd be like, oh, you're defective. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Come with me. We're going to walk out. You just walk in front of me. Look at the flowers.
Look at the flowers. Smell the flowers, honey.
So just bend down and smell that. Tell me if it smells like blood.
We're going to do some Sons of Anarchy shit. Take you out to the rose garden.
Shit. Does that smell good? Does that smell like gunpowder? Because it's gonna.
It's gonna. No.
7.
Oh, God. Okay, so... Okay. We also... I didn't read any of your...
No, and I didn't read yours.
So, that was raw. You went, like, balls deep into my soul.
7. That's what fucking rocked me to my core. And then, I'm not kidding. You can start talking, but I really do want to pick up a picture of this so that you can see this little fucker. Look at that little motherfucker.
Oh, that's a psycho. Oh, no. We're gonna have to definitely...
Yeah, dude.
You're gonna need to save that and send it to me.
I will, for sure. If you see pictures of his father looks equally as fucking unhinged, but the pictures of him...
Those eyeballs, man.
Just dark, unfeeling balls of hate.
You can see the crazy.
Yeah, man.
Not okay. What's extra kind of fucked, I guess, is you started off with little children being murdered, and my first story is about little children being murdered.
So we both fucking came out of the gate swinging with dead babies. Wow.
Mine are a little bit older.
Okay.
But they're still little kids.
That's what we did today.
Yeah. But my other two are lighter, which is good.
So go.
You're like, so yeah, you should do that. Okay, so this one is pretty new, so there's not a lot of information on it.
Fair enough.
Because it happened on August 18th.
Come here. You have like a hair that's fixing to go in your mouth.
Delicious.
I love hairs. So.
All right, so in Clinton, Maryland,
okay,
25-year-old Antonio Williams was watching his 6-year-old sister, Nadra Withers. I think that's how you say. I'm gonna fuck up names. Anyways.
It's either Nidra or Nadra.
Yeah. And his 2 second cousins, Ariana Decree, who was 9, and you look at this for me.
Point it out.
I lost it right there.
Asia. I'll bet ya.
Something. Decree. He also had his 2-year-old sister that was also in the home at the time.
Okay, how old is this kid, though?
25.
Oh, he's not a kid. He's a fucking young man.
Yes.
Okay.
And he has 2 kid sisters, one who's 6 and one who's 2. Yeah, that's like a lot of...
Oh, Jesus, Mom. Get it together.
I don't know how she would do that. By that time, you made it through
fucking
those...
25 to 2? Shit, bitch.
Right? Fuck.
Glutton for punishment?
She's a stronger woman than I am.
I guess. Fuck.
Anyways... So, the Decree children were visiting with their mom from New Jersey. And it's his mom and the Decree girl's mom are first cousins. So that's why
okay, so it's like second cousin,
right?
Third cousin, what the what's. Okay.
And Antonio was watching the children while his mother, Adrena Kelly, worked overnight. She worked as a nurse, so she had the overnight shift. Okay. So she asked her kid, hey, will you watch the girls?
Right.
Whatever.
That's fucking reasonable.
At 7:30, she returns home to find the 3 older girls, Nadra, Ariana, and Asia, in the basement, all on a bed, and they had been stabbed to death with deep lacerations to their upper body. The 2-year-old, your face.
Well, fuck, tell me.
Okay, sorry. The 2-year-old wasn't harmed, so it's okay. She was spared, and yeah, I don't know why.
Okay.
And right now he's currently being charged with 3 counts of first-degree and second-degree murder, and they still don't know his motive. They have no idea
Like he hasn't talked?
Yeah.
Nothing? He hasn't said anything?
He didn't, when they showed
Fucker.
up, he didn't resist arrest or anything.
Oh, shit. He was like...
And he admitted that he killed them, but he just hasn't said why. I had that
and that's
like,
the fuck? See, and I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at least the little piece of shit I was talking about was like, it felt good.
Exactly.
But this guy's like...
Silent.
No
And
words.
his little sister, her biological father, and that whole side of the family, they're not really talking right now. They're still trying to come to terms with everything that happened, as anybody could fucking imagine. And they've had to kind of ask people, give them space and respect.
Like, back
and
the fuck up and let us process our own shit.
Yeah, let us grieve for a second, because that was the 18th. It is now the 21st. By this time it comes out, it'll be the 23rd.
It was literally days ago.
Yeah, just a few days ago. Mm-hmm. And the decree's mother, she hasn't really made any statements. She put a video up on her Facebook, I guess, that was basically saying stuff like, be sure to hug your children. When they say that it could be tomorrow, that tomorrow's never promised. That is a literal thing. And obviously, and this is something that we don't really touch base on a lot of, but it took a tremendous toll on the first responders and the officers that had to go to the scene.
Could you imagine?
Could you? No. Because they said that
little girl stabbed to death.
Yeah, because they said that he did it methodically. Started with one and then moved on to the next one and then the next one.
So then the other ones had to watch one be fucking stabbed.
Mm-hmm.
Before they got
stabbed.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, Hector Valdez, who's the assistant Prince George County police chief, had said, and this is a direct quote, "Incidents like these are not easy to handle. As parents, aunts, uncles, and siblings of young children, it hurts us as well. Our initial thought is to want to hug our children. But we know we have to put those feelings aside and remain steadfast in finding who the killer is and telling the story that these 3 children cannot tell." And, well, they know who the killer is by that point. But it sucks because everybody that shows up, immediately you want to go and, like, hug your babies. And they can't. They have to stay and fucking wallow in everything. Because it's one thing for us to read about things, because they suck. It's one thing for us to talk about things. It's a whole other ball game to actually walk in and, like, see it and hear the details that even sometimes we don't get. So, be sure to not be an asshole to your cops, your first responders, your dispatchers.
Just understand that they are people with hearts.
Yeah.
And they feel things too. And even though they have the ability, in most cases, to separate emotion from situation, doesn't mean they don't go home later and fucking melt down about it.
Yeah.
So just remember, those are fucking people and they have feelings too.
Yeah.
And while they're holding it together for you, doesn't make them any less
And if you see
susceptible.
enough of this shit, it's gonna fuck with you.
Night terrors. All of them.
I don't like it. But yeah, that's what I have. That's pretty much all I have on Mr. Antonio Williams.
I'm interested as, like, I want to know his fucking why.
I do too.
I need to know why.
That's why I'm gonna be watching.
Like, if you're fucking schizophrenic, or if you have some kind of processing disorder, if you're fucking mentally ill.
I don't think he's any of those. I just think that because it didn't say it. If he would have had a history,
you just wanted to poke him like little dissection frogs and fucking see what happened? Like, what the fuck, dude?
Maybe they were being annoying. I don't know. Maybe that's why the 2-year-old was spared, because the 2-year-old was already sleeping. Not being annoying.
Okay, but your kids and my kids are annoying like literally all the fucking time.
Know.
I wouldn't stab them to death.
Well, that's because
I might fucking shake them a little bit.
Not in a bad way.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But my kids are bare. They can fucking take it.
Mm-hmm.
I just give your kid like little shakes.
Hey.
That's really fucking rotten.
Yeah, so sorry about that.
No.
But I definitely...
We apologize for nothing.
I definitely want to watch it to see...
Like, where it goes. I'm still, like, waiting for more information about that little fuckhead in Denver.
Remember
the one
yes,
where...
the one that we covered last current episodes where he had murdered his stepsister.
Nothing, not a goddamn drip of info has been leaked yet. I know, and they went to court at the end of the month. June! It's fucking August. My needs more. Yeah, they haven't said shit.
Oh, good.
Which leads me to believe there's good information in there. Something nasty.
This is why we need to be detectives, so we can get I don't want to do any work. I just want the story.
I just need the fucking information. You know what would be fun is whoever has to like take their notes and then fucking dictate them.
Oh, uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like if they're scribbling their shit, there's gotta be fucking some bitch sitting at a keyboard reading all that shit and she knows or he knows, whomever is fucking typing up that garbage.
Be our friends, tell us your secrets.
I won't tell nobody but Ember.
Yes.
And maybe Spencer.
And maybe the podcast. And Quinn.
Okay, all right, never mind. Don't tell me.
Or do. It's fine. We won't tell you who you are.
It'll be a secret.
It'll be a secret between you, me, and everybody that listens to our
and
show.
Thousands of listeners. But we won't see our name. It's fine. Okay. So, but then I am moving into what Nashville, Tennessee is calling one of the most brutal murders they've seen in decades.
Ooh.
However, that's all they say.
That's it? That's all we get? Just the tip?
Just the tip. And
That's an exciting tip.
I know, it fucks with me tremendously. So one of the very last texts that this little girl sends to somebody is somebody's knocking at the door, and just over an hour later, Johanna Ortega is found dead.
Oh.
Now.
Creepy.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
So this takes place in Nashville, Tennessee, which is one of my favorite places on the fucking planet.
That's where CrimeCon's gonna be.
Oh, dude, Nash Vegas?
We need to go.
I have the fucking hookup on so much cool shit down there.
We need to go.
I got twins. We can go catch lightning bugs and eat good barbecue and fucking whiskey sour.
And we can go to CrimeCon and meet all of our podcast people.
Oh my god, dude.
I don't want to go for our first year as like having our own booth and what's.
No, I
just want to go and mingle.
Yeah.
With my fingers.
With my listeners and other podcast friends. So
I can fangirl over
right?
podcasts and be like, hi, I'm Ember.
I'm going to take fucking stickers and magnets, maybe some t-shirts. But other than that, I just want to walk around and fucking ego blow all the people that I want to meet.
Yeah, and Stephen Lampley might be there.
I
know! We need to start saving now.
You know what? We'll just put it on one of my credit cards, dude. It's fucking money. I can't take it with me. And they, like, when I'm dead, they can't collect my debt.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, you, me, our beards.
Let's sell the fucking Civic. Spencer, sell your fucking Civic. You don't drive the piece of shit. Sorry.
It's okay. We'll take our beards, we'll put them on leashes, and then we'll go.
You know what? No, we should saddle them up like some fucking Thunderdome shit. Master Blaster.
Have the horse, like, mouth.
Yeah, the fucking bridle.
Yeah.
We just ride him around. Take me to that booth. Go. Takes me there. Oh, he snorted.
So sorry.
I'm short, I cannot see. You lift me so I can see. I must see old booth. Okay. So, anyway, Johanna, which I'm sure is like Joanna Ortega, 12 years old, was brutally murdered inside of her mobile home.
Kid?
Yeah, all of mine are children.
Oh, no, you are evil.
Yeah, dude, I fucking kept it middle school.
Oh, do you know what's funny? Is somebody had said, sorry, squirrel hunt. Somebody had said Ember, Angel, Hell, Heaven. Like, our names almost look like... Oh,
shit, the heaven and hell.
Yeah, but our names almost seem like what, like, strippers would have, but there are, like, actual fucking names.
Okay, listen, I have taken a lot of flack for this my entire fucking life. My name is Angela Faye. Mm-hmm. I've never gone by Angela, not a single fucking day in my life, and God bless my mom for trying to give me a pretty name, because she gave me and both of my brothers very proper names.
Right.
There's Ronald Thomas and David Anthony and Angela Faye. And Ron goes by Ron. David goes by Dave or Spanky. I go by Angel or Pig. And so, but Angel and Ember really do sound like...
Heaven and hell.
Like some dirty, nasty bachelor special. For $4.95, you can get the Amber and Angel.
But yeah, so there's that. But what made me think of it?
I wished I could queef glitter out of my coot on command. Just like, and it was like pretty colors, like blues and pinks. And then you could do one that was like oranges and reds and yellows and be like fucking
pussy poppers.
I bet we can make a lot of money though.
Well, let's try doing that.
How strong are your PC muscles?
Pretty good. Not to brag, but... Yeah.
I mean, I've watched you shoot out a child in under 2 minutes, so I think that you've got it.
Yeah.
I might have to practice.
You got this. It's fine. It's fine.
So if you guys are looking for some adult entertainment, we've got the Angel and Ember special.
That's how we're going to pay for our stickers for the podcast.
by shooting glitter out of our fucking poot holes.
It'll be great. Fine.
That went
It did.
way
because
left.
my whole original thought was Ember and Angel, I'm supposed to be hell, you're supposed to be heaven, but all of yours is fucking little baby murders, you devil. And mine, the rest of mine are funny. So, anyway.
I'm still stuck on queefing glitter. And I'm not sure where I thought that was like.
Gonna go.
Yeah.
I like it.
Whatever.
We got a new job.
I think I've queefed twice ever in my life, and I'd like to learn twice. I would like to learn how to do it on command, like that South Park episode, just so I can make people uncomfortable.
Pussy inhalation. Do you remember that conversation we had?
We went from child molestation to pussy inhalation in one conversation.
That was the funniest fucking thing. We were talking with my cousin Levi, and Angel spouted off with that, and I almost hit my head on the fucking counter because I was laughing so hard.
No, we went from we were talking about a case
Yes.
that involved child molestation. And then we went on to talk about how the vagina works while it orgasms. And I learned something new about my own fucking anatomy, where the vagina actually works as kind of like a vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
As it contracts and expands, it will actually pull semen up into wherever the fuck it needs to be to make babies. I don't know. I don't make fucking babies.
Fallopian tubes.
That thing. Cervix, uterus, things.
Parts.
Parts. Female parts. I have them. I don't understand how they work. So, somehow we got to a point where I was like, how did we go from child molestation to pussy inhalation in a single conversation? How the fuck did we get here?
I fucking died. That was the funniest goddamn thing I had heard in such a long time. I was
taking all the sperms. Like it's having an asthma attack and semen is fucking...
the albuterol. Oh, God.
Sorry. Anyway, fuck,
okay,
man.
Okay, start your story over from the beginning.
Sorry, Johanna. I apologize for fucking tarnishing your name with the filth that just came out of my mouth.
I just got nervous, so I had to squirrel hunt for a minute. Kid murders make me sad.
So, but then... Anyway, the last text she ever sent to anybody was somebody's knocking at the door. 12-year-old in Nashville was brutally murdered inside of her mobile home by somebody that she knew because there was no forced entry. So she opened the door to someone that was clearly familiar with her.
Right.
Police pleaded in English and Spanish that if anybody knew anything about Johanna Ortega's brutal murder, would they please come forward. This is horrible. It's a brutal thing. It's the nastiest thing I've ever seen in my entire career. This comes from the sergeant, David Kotzman. Now, they won't release any details. Because
I need them.
A, she's a minor.
Right.
The only thing they've released is her name. However, it goes on to say that one of their spokespeople talks about even the neighbors that came across the scene later have suffered tremendous...
So it was brutal.
It was blunt force trauma is all they will say.
Oh, no.
So...
That's quite the umbrella.
Right.
Of possibilities, especially if it's fucking with everybody.
So the last text she ever sent was to her mom, and she had actually been home on some crutches because she had been injured in a skating accident. Her family members, after the text, found her about 6:45 p.m. and she was already dead. Without being overly specific, there was blunt force trauma to her body and her clothing was in disarray.
Oh, no.
That's all they'll say. So, due to the location of the home, everybody knew. Everybody's got to know who this person is. Mm-hmm. So they're in a very close-knit trailer park situation.
And probably heard her scream.
But there was no forced entry.
Right.
So think
somebody
about that.
That she knows.
Victoria Lujan, who was 9 years old, lived across the road where Johanna was killed in the Hillview Acres Mobile Home Park on Old Dickerson Road.
Sorry. You said Dick.
I did say Dickerson.
Old Dickerson.
Who doesn't like some hot apple cider? Jesus.
Keep going.
She was a really nice friend, and we would go and play with my other friends, and sometimes we'd all play together, and she was always friendly and said hi. So apparently she was kind of well-loved. So while the death is pretty tragic for children to understand, little Victoria had a message for the family. And it was basically, pray to God, and he'll answer all your questions,
right.
Which I think it's sweet for her to say.
No, that is.
The brutality of the young girl's murder is also too much for neighbor Margaret Harper to bear, who quoted in the news, why, take a child for God's sake. She sent sympathy cards to the moms, said that she was sorry about the death. As they were bringing out the body, apparently there was fluid loss. And all the neighbors, being nosy cunts that they are.
Dude, if somebody gets murdered in my neighborhood, I'm out in the front yard.
I'm gonna be there too. Like,
Yeah.
I am that nosy cunt, so don't
I make no
take
apologies.
offense. No, none at all. But the sheet that they covered her in was like so.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So
My
it was
soul.
It was a horrible, brutal, violent crime, and given this information, I asked the entire community to look at the people that you know, and if anything raises suspicion, call us. So they're asking for anybody, especially people in the Nashville area, Emergency Communications Center, 615-862-8600, or you can call Crime Stoppers, 615-742-7463. So brutal, they won't give any details yet.
Oh, when did this happen again?
August 10th.
Holy shit.
But how does one in such a small... That would be like sneaking into somebody's house and bludgeoning them to death and potentially sexually assaulting because of her clothes were in disarray.
Yeah, that's
I'm going
usually
to assume that there's been some kind of...
sexual contact.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a
How did nobody hear that and see it?
Especially because that happened before 6:45 p.m.
That's when she
still
was
day.
found.
Yeah.
So the sun was fucking up, guys.
Yeah. The last text was an hour before, like 5:45. So all that happened within pretty much a span of an hour.
I'm looking to see what day August 10th was.
But either way, it's
It's a Thursday evening.
Yeah. And it's around
It's
everybody's
summertime.
home.
School's out. People are home from work in general. I don't know.
And if
I'm home by fucking 5:15
if her sheet was soaked
in blood.
in blood and it was so bad, there's no way that person didn't walk away.
Looking like a goddamn Picasso painting.
Yeah.
Some Jackson Pollock shit.
Oh no, poor baby.
But nobody will say anything.
Listen, people, I'm sick of fucking silence when it comes to cases. At the end of the day,
If you're
I was a 12-year-old baby.
If you're so fucking scared to say something, if you know something and you're that fucking scared, get into the witness protection program. They pay you. You get new shit. You go somewhere cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they can move you to fucking Florida,
And-
where it's like sunny and beachy and shit.
And then you can die there too, because Florida has all the fucking murderers. Don't go to Florida. Go to California. Don't go
where
to
they-
California
Yeah,
either.
where they have Richard Ramirez and the fucking Zodiac. Great. Do that.
Where should you go?
And Charles Manson. So maybe come to Utah.
Even though we got some people too.
Yeah, but all they want to do is marry your daughters and fucking whisk them away into, like, weird...
Culty things.
Yeah.
There's that. There's that.
We're gonna go straight to hell.
Dude, I'm fine with it.
Tag, you're it. Your turn.
My turn. Okay. So, mine. You okay over there, sweetie? Violence.
Shit, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I really need to quit smoking.
It's fine.
And nobody give me shit about smoking.
Hey, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
I know I can.
Does anybody else pay your bills? Not counting Spencer.
Yeah.
No.
Because I'm an independent woman. Don't need no man.
Anyways.
Hit me.
All right. July 4th, 2017. So 4th of July.
Mary.
In Florida.
Okay.
A man tries to take his ex-girlfriend's life and as many people as he possibly can. Jesus Christ.
Fuck, Quinn.
Are you just gonna, you want to just come in and finish this? He just did a drive-by burp. Are you kidding me?
Continue. Proceed merrily forward.
Anyways, try to take out his ex-girlfriend, as many people that were in her apartment, and obviously he was fine with taking his own life in the process. Okay.
Where was this?
Florida.
Of course it was.
I know, right? That's what
Of course it was.
Of course it was. Okay, so 31-year-old Carl Filbert, who was an immigrant from Haiti, went to the home of his ex-girlfriend, Eileen...
Pointed out. Shows me. Cuvas.
Yeah, Cubits. Anyways, she's 26. So he goes over to her house the morning, 4th of July. They have an argument. He leaves pissed off.
Okay.
Who knows really what the argument was, or if they think that maybe he saw something that in the apartment that he didn't really like, which was probably her just having family over for 4th of July, because this guy, we find out, is kind of a piece of shit.
Okay. So just jealousy, fucking what the whats.
Mm-hmm.
Mary.
Anyways, So he leaves, pissed off, proceeds to go and put 4 propane tanks in his car. 1 in the passenger and 3 in the back seat.
That's not fucking suspect.
Right. Well, his plan is to drive through her fucking apartment window and kill her. But
You have my attention, Lieutenant Diane.
Lieutenant Diane.
What does it do with the propanes?
Well, first we should know that Carl had been known for domestic violence before with his ex-girlfriend. And according to court documents, he had also been recently divorced and had a stalking injunction filed against him. So...
He's got a history of fucking retarded behavior.
Yes. History of bad behavior. Uh-huh.
Fuck it. I'm saying it. I don't even care. I'm not correcting myself.
You're like, I got this.
If you're upset by that word, I apologize, but I'm not really sorry.
So, let's see. I lost my spot.
Sorry.
I don't know, you're fine. So,
Not
he
really
comes flying towards the apartments, and Eileen's mother saw him coming because she was cooking or something. And so she's like, holy fuck, here comes this guy, coming straight for the window.
Full of fucking protein.
Proteins.
So
On a protein.
propane.
Yes. So Eileen jumps up and she runs into the back room where her 3-year-old son was playing. She grabs him,
Oh my God.
gets her mom, gets her grandma who was there. There was 5 people total in the apartment. They all were able to get out the back.
What the fuck, Flash? She moves that quick. Good for her.
Yeah.
Spry little
So
chicken.
he had come through the window. They were just exiting the back when the car and the apartment starts to light on fire.
Oh, shit.
So, the impact was so hard that it shook everything in everybody else's apartment. The apartment had a total of 18 people living in it. 5 of the 18 people within the apartment were all children. So this is a family.
Oh, God.
Yeah, like young family apartment thing. Thankfully, everybody was able to get out alive.
God.
Everybody.
Thank Jesus.
Right.
Or whatever God we pray to. I don't know.
I guess that there's, and I actually found it, so I might have to post it in our little episode things, because there's a video that shows...
Dude, you're giving me fucking Whitaker eye.
that shows one of the propane tanks in the car exploding just like a few minutes after he comes through the window. And then once police...
my God.
Yeah, once police and everybody show up, they're trying to put out the fire. Eileen, she's still freaking out.
Where the fuck is dude, though? Like,
he's
is he
still in the car.
Oh my God.
So she's watching him burn alive.
To death.
Yes.
Oh, that fucking smell.
So as the police show up and they're trying to put out the fire, they then have to back up because the fire moved quickly throughout the whole apartment.
The amount of heat coming off that, there's no way.
And so the police are talking with other people, and it actually shows on different body cams that in the middle of the conversation you hear a propane tank explode.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, right...
I really need to see this.
I will show you, and I will show everybody. But...
Don't think I'm disgusting.
No, it's fascinating. It's a thing. It's a fascinating thing. But before the propane tank exploded...
At least his family didn't have to pay for cremation.
Right? He was good. Oh, fuck that guy.
They saved.
Before the propane tank exploded. I always love your delayed giggles.
I know.
You sit and you get to think about it for a second. And you have an extra little moment for yourself.
Yeah, I do.
And that's wonderful.
It's a special...
I love it.
Squirrel hunt, all for me.
My own squirrel hunt.
Just right here for me.
Before the propane tank exploded, after the flames had started, there was an elderly lady right in the apartment right above. And she comes out on her balcony.
No.
Yeah, she comes out on her balcony. And
come on, Grandma Nancy.
She was like, I can't get out. And she's been consumed by smoke and everything like that. Well, the neighbors across the street see that. Kathy and Pablo Toledo. And Pablo fucking ran across the street with the quickness, got upstairs, got her, and got her out before that propane tank exploded.
Holy shit, that guy gets like a lifetime supply of blowjobs.
All of them.
I don't even care who gives them. I don't care if it's the grandma or his wife or
anybody.
Whatever sex worker lives down the corner.
The Subway sandwich lady.
I don't give a fuck what kind of footlong she serves. That guy fucking deserves them all. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That was gangster as fuck.
Right?
To just... Captain Saberhall.
Yeah.
It cannot get down?
I will
seize it. Oh my
and
God.
then to get
that
out
guy?
and then have the propane tank explode.
Holy
My
shit.
pants would also explode with
Oh my
shit.
God.
Realizing how close I had that, like, brush
With death?
with death.
It wasn't his fucking time. It wasn't her time.
Nope. But
Jesus!
the ones kind of, right?
And I don't do burns, dude.
Mm-mm.
Like, that's like, I have been stabbed.
Mm-hmm.
I've taken some pretty good cuts. I've almost lost some fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as I point to the fucking scar that you guys can't see. I've been in some pretty hairy car accidents. I can't do fucking burns.
No.
I cannot.
I don't want
I've been first, second, and third degree burned, and the debriding every day, and the rewrapping of shit. If I get burned again, I will literally put myself down.
Mm-hmm.
I will crawl out to the dog kennel and swallow poison. I don't give a fuck. I cannot do burns.
Something's gonna happen. The only kind of sad thing that happened was after the explosion and everything, the apartment building was deemed structurally unsound.
Of course it was.
So, yeah, Red Cross took everybody that lost their homes, because all of them lost their homes, and they are, like, relocating them. Carl's brother, Junior, Pierre.
Carl's Jr.?
We're so stupid.
I know.
We're just dumb. Carl's brother, Junior Pierre, said that he had talked with him earlier that day, and he was trying to talk him down. However, Carl never once mentioned...
talking him down from whatever anger he felt with...
Well, Carl was saying that he was just done. Like, he wanted to kill himself, basically. That's the angle Carl was telling his brother. He never mentioned threats towards the family or his plan to go and kill the family. He was just saying that, you know, he was done with it all, whatever. And his brother was trying to be like, no, man, like...
So he clearly had some mental, like, underlying...
Yes.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And the brother had said that Carl had probably already planned it, what he was going to do.
Like,
and then
well before
he called his brother, but he never mentioned it. And as some people may or may not know, the family members of the person who has killed somebody or has tried to kill somebody, they have to go through their own form of guilt.
Like grieving. And,
And the one shitty thing is that they basically, even if the person still lives, they basically have to go through the same process that somebody would when somebody dies.
Right.
But the shitty thing is that they can't, in a lot of ways, remember the good times that they had with that person, because people from the outside persecute them for it.
Right.
So they pretty much have to deal with it kind of in silence.
Internally.
And a lot of them also deal with almost like survivor's guilt type of thing. They take the fault as their own. And this is kind of what Junior does, because he's completely heartbroken by what happened, even though the only person that died was his own brother, which I'm fine with. I'm glad that he tried to take out everybody, but he only got to take himself.
I'm kind of sad, though, because whatever was going on for him that felt so fucking insurmountable that he couldn't, that was like his solution. I feel sad for people like that.
Yeah, well, I'm just glad because since he's a domestic abuser, and he wanted to take out his ex-girlfriend and her 3-year-old child and kill. He didn't care if he died in the process, as long as his main goal was to take them out first. But instead...
Okay, yeah, fuck him too.
Right. However, Junior is heartbroken as to what his brother did, and he was trying to make apologies to the family. He would say, I just want to tell the family I'm sorry for what happened. I'm sorry that it went down this way. You know, even though he had nothing to do with it. So,
oh, that's kind of sad that he was like, I'm sorry.
And a lot of victim families,
like surviving family
of the killers.
How do you fucking apologize for that? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and it's not their fault at the end of the day.
Not, but still, like, you feel some sort of responsibility.
Oh yeah, I know. If my sister went off and killed somebody, I would feel
Or my brothers,
terrible.
like, they were like, your brother fucking drove a propane tank into a fucking, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's sad.
His report cards were always bad. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Wait, what do you say?
But at the end of the day, he tried to kill
I'm still
an
glad that
innocent
fucking
person.
whomever ran and got Pablo got the little old lady that lived in the shoe.
Because she was directly above. If he would have been like a couple seconds...
That's some serious shit.
If he would have hesitated before jumping up there, he would have watched the old lady explode.
Or exploded with her.
Yeah.
If he was like 13 seconds later and been like, yeah, I'm gonna go get her. Instead of just being like, holy shit.
A wheelbarrow. That man needs to carry his balls around it.
For real, his nutsack. I don't know how his knees don't hurt because that much brass between your legs.
Yeah.
Has got to be heavy.
Mm-hmm. So I'm glad everybody made it out alive. He didn't get to take anybody with him, even though he tried. Like a suicide bombing gone. How every
I don't even know what you would say.
How every suicide bombing should happen, where you just kill yourself and you don't get to take any innocents with you.
True story. I'll give you that.
All right, your turn.
Me right. So, but then in the grand scheme of things, because I love to do fathers who deserve to die, not because I'm a man-hater, but because I did it last time. Mm-hmm. And it just happened to happen this time.
Hit me with it.
So, by the by, I'm going to fucking ruin this name. And as clever as I think I am, this one's difficult. Ermezd Andressian pleaded guilty Tuesday in the killing of his 5-year-old son. Now, this is the Armenian guy that I previously mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, which was a junior, and they called him Peaky. So, he took him to Disneyland, and that was the last that they saw. And then he disappeared, which would prompt a month-long search into April that ended when the boy's body was actually found in Lake Cachuma along the Santa Barbara County in like June.
Mm-hmm.
So when they found him, when he reported him missing, he was like, I don't know what happened. We were at Disneyland and then fucking baby went missing. And everybody's like, holy shit. Well, he went and helped people look for him.
Ugh.
One of those. Yes, that guy. So,
killed it.
Later, when they actually find the baby in the fucking lake, he would go on and open a guilty plea for first-degree murder in a preliminary hearing in Los Angeles in the county district attorney's office. They stated that while the plea is an open plea, it doesn't negotiate a sentence, which totally fucking bothers me. If you admit to first-degree murder, you should just ship them to Utah where we can fucking euthanize them.
Bring them here. We still have the firing squad, which I have interesting facts about
God.
the firing squad for next week. I'm so excited.
You know only one had a live bullet.
Yeah. No, I know that, but I have interesting news as to why that is a thing here.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
See, scissors. This is why we're friends.
Yes.
Would you be disappointed? Okay, completely off topic, and then I'll get back to my shit. Would you be disappointed if you were on the firing squad and you found out your bullet was the dud?
Yeah.
Me too.
But that's because I'm just a
morbid
motherfucker, and I would have no problem taking out some vengeance kills.
I would be so fucking disappointed if my bullet was the dud.
But they do that because the people that have to do it actually have like a conscience.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And that way they don't have to
pulling the trigger.
Yeah.
So nobody knows.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody has to live with that guilt. I wonder...
I'd just be like, give me 10 minutes by myself.
I wonder what kind of watch list, as I sit here and finger the tablecloth, what kind of a watch list am I going to be put on if I'm like, I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the live bullet.
Nobody can go missing that we know. Nobody.
Ah, God.
We're fucked. We're just going to be like, I know it looks bad. I know we said these things.
We should start a GoFundMe now for my fucking bail money.
Right? Because no, it would be some sort of rogue freak accident.
Oh,
nobody's going to believe us.
I know, somebody's going to be like, lies! It's recorded! It's on podcast!
And I would just look at them and be like, were they a pedophile? Were they a criminal, like a serial pedophile? No? Okay, then they're not on my list. Were they
rapey?
Yeah,
were they rapey? Did they choke women or children?
Did they beat on their wives? No.
No?
Then they're good. They're good.
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
If they did, then you might want to look into me a little bit more. You know, there's a possibility.
The fucking eye roll. I don't know. Maybe. That's fucking possibility. So this guy apparently takes this kid, and during a heated divorce where there is some custody issues.
Always that.
Fucking right? So he entered into a guilty plea. During the hearing, Andressian's mother, Junior, so Peaky's mother, Anna Estevez, sat in the front row holding a small white urn and wept with family members when she heard the boy's name mentioned. And she's holding his little ashes in a fucking urn.
Nope, gonna cry.
Don't do it, because if you cry, I'll fucking cry. So Andressian Sr. faces 25 years to life and is scheduled to be sentenced in 2 days. 35-year-old had previously pleaded not guilty during his July 3rd arraignment. Junior was reported missing by Estevez after they failed to meet up for their custody exchange thing, which took place April 22nd. Earlier the same day, Senior was found passed out near his car in Arroyo Park, but the kid was not with him. So whether he was under the influence of drugs, alcohol, huffing fucking glue, I don't know, choking
Should
fucking
be
self.
under the influence of my boot on his fucking neck.
That too. Or swallowing fucking teeth. I don't know what happened. He started choking on molars, and I'm pretty sure they were his own, but it's hard to say. So, Senior was actually arrested on suspicion of child abduction and endangerment by South Pasadena police, but was later released because lack of fucking evidence. So, according to police, Junior's parents were involved in like this contentious fucking divorce and custody thingy. Mm-hmm. And then Disneyland happens. 2 days later, the boy goes missing. Nobody knows where he is. Large scale fucking investigation. Everybody searches everywhere. Nobody turns up the boy, including the lake where he was found.
Interesting.
So despite the boy's body not being found, Senior was arrested again in Las Vegas on June 23rd and extradited back to LA to face his murder charge. Then Junior's body was found on July 1st. So, but then it was found the same day of the extradition. So did they just miss it, or was it disposed of while he was gone by an associate?
I don't know.
So new details about the investigation are kind of coming and going through like the Los Angeles County Department. Andresian Sr. finally admitted that he harmed his son and left him in Santa Barbara County and told them where to find the body later. They had already found it.
Did he ever explain?
Nothing. I think it was just a fuck you to his mom. 5 years old.
How did the baby die? This makes me sad.
I harmed him. They're not gonna say. Not till later. Not till like the whole everything is done because it's fucking evidence.
You're right. I hate that.
But that's the fucking Armenian
piece of shit.
cunt hole that I was talking about that was like, I don't know, my kid just fucking, I passed out at the park. I don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I think he drowned his kid.
That reminds me
Drowned him and weighted him.
It's fucking sad. I hate you right now. It's a sad story. Because it reminds me of Just Another Murder podcast, and their one that they did was all 3 that were like that, and I was making breakfast fucking bawling my eyes out.
Dude.
Because all of them were pretty much when parents split and one kills a
Like,
kid.
I don't understand that, though.
Weird...
Like, why the fuck would you take your baby?
It's still yours.
You made it.
What are you doing?
It's your mini-me's.
Yeah. That's why I hate people.
I don't know, man. I think just some people are fucking evil.
Okay, well, let's kind of... My whole plan with current episodes was to have just kind of crazy, lighthearted stories.
You know, somebody did actually message me, and I don't know if it was on the group post or something, but they were like, we really just want to hear an episode of you guys bullshitting. And I was like, we could probably swing that as like a mini-sode.
Yeah.
Where we just get and do like a mini-sode. I'm really hungry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get food.
Okay, I'm almost done.
Okay.
Because
I know that there's food in your kitchen.
I know. Oh, I also have these weird goldfish that are like dessert goldfish.
What?
But they were,
No.
No, they were discontinued, but they're strawberry shortcake, and I don't know if they're good or not.
Rub one of my plugs out. My ears. Plugs in my ears, bitches. Plugs in my ears.
Okay, so while you're looking for that, this case, like the incident happened in 2015, but the trial just ended and this person's going to be handed down their sentence on the 28th of this month. So that's why I'm talking about it now.
Yeah, right.
And I had put, because I don't like birds. Only birds are good for eating, like chicken, turkey.
Go fuck yourself. Parrots are fucking awesome.
No, fuck them. I hate birds.
I'm getting one, and I'm going to teach it to say mean things to you.
Fine. Fucking hate them. They should ever. I don't like birds. I know. I don't.
I'm going to hide a rabbit in your bed.
I don't like those either.
I know. That's why I'm putting one in your bed. Because you're a bad person.
Rabbits are rapists, and I don't appreciate them. I don't mind the wild bunnies that hang out in my front yard.
Amber got raped by a bunny on her hand.
When I was 13 and it was Easter and my cousin had this big fluffy fucking 4-H bunny and I just wanted to hold it and instead it jumped on my arm and jizzed between my fingers and I told my mom that I had been violated and all everybody did was laugh at me because apparently it was fucking funny while I had bunny fucking baby gravy all over my hand.
Bunny baby gravy.
I was not okay with it.
All right.
Anyways, I don't like birds either. I like bats And I like hummingbirds.
Oh, good. So hummingbirds that roost in other birds' assholes to get south. And bats what have rabies, but not a fucking parrot that cleans its own feathers and talks.
Yeah, because they're loud and fucking annoying. I have 3 children.
I was going to say, much like your children.
Yeah, but they grow out of it. They eventually leave.
Don't get your hopes up, sweetheart. My children have 2 volumes, loud and too fucking loud. And they're 15 and 17, so good luck.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Anyway.
Hit me.
So, in this case, a parrot, an African gray, told.
I had an African gray parrot named Greg.
This one, his name is Bud. And he helped out in a case of a wife killing her husband. Now, in Michigan, on May 12th, which is my husband's birthday, 2015, 49-year-old Glenna Durham shot and killed her 46-year-old husband, Martin Durham, before trying to kill herself. Glenna had shot her husband 5 times before turning the gun on herself in an attempted suicide, failing at that too, much like she clearly failed every diet that she ever tried in her entire life. She's a fat bitch and I don't like her, so I'm gonna be mean.
Mary, we're fat shaming. Fuck her.
Right?
Gravy veins.
We can say that because we're fat kids too, but...
Oh, I know I'm fucking fat, but at least my folds are clean. And my husband still bangs me, so it's not all bad.
Now, the only witness to the murder was...
I said it out loud.
It's fine, I like it. Was Martin's parrot, Bud. And after the murder, Martin's ex-wife, Christina, I think I was supposed to say Miller, but my autocorrect says killer. No, it's not that.
Oh, yeah, fucking, well, kind of.
Well, no, she's fine. This is the ex-wife. After Martin was murdered,
so Miller.
She takes Bud in.
Oh, right. Okay, I'm with you.
She has recordings of Bud walking around mimicking in Martin's voice, saying, "Don't fucking shoot." And he does it over and over.
Doesn't he mimic the gunshot too, though?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
so they
clever
believe
creature.
that was his last words. Obviously, if he saw that and that's his person.
Dude, African gray parrots are fucking clever. They are extraordinarily smart, and they can come up with some shit. They can count.
Mm-hmm.
They can remember. They can mimic. They can do a lot of shit. Like, they have the capacity of, like, a 7-8-year-old kid.
I don't want one.
I do. I do teach it to say fucked up stuff.
Well, I'm sure that it will. So they even tried to...
Shit that I teach your kids that you tell me not to.
Right? It's fine. What was that one? Sparkling Wiggles?
Oh, sparkling wiggles. All right.
They tried to bring Bud into trial, but as evidence, but they ended up never using him. And so, the parrot was never called to stand. The trial lasted a total of 10 days, and the defense tried to say that Glenna, fatty gravy veins, was mentally not sound during the murder, and they busted out a list of medications and different things like that.
Whatever. I hate that shit. She was on fucking Adderall and Contrave. No, bitch. No, you don't get to use that.
And what's funny to me, because I'm a fucking asshole, she shot her husband 5 times, shot herself in the fucking dome, but it didn't kill her.
That's what she fucking gets.
Right?
You goddamn failure.
Fuck that bitch.
If you're gonna kill yourself, kill yourself. Swallow the business end.
Make it count. She didn't want to.
If you wanted to succeed, you would have.
Because there's no cupcakes in the grave. Only thing that kept her out, I'm sure.
Butter thighs.
God, we're so mean. Okay. However...
You know she was one of those butter kids. Mm-hmm. And just, like, fingerfuls of fucking butter right out of the tub. Rubbing it on her gums like cocaine.
Probably. And I'm not for fucking fat shaming or anything like that unless you're a cunt, and then I don't give a shit about your waist size. I'm gonna make fun of you.
If you're a dirtbag that shirts your husband.
Shirts your husband.
Turns and a shirt. And a purge.
And a purge turns on you. I'm gonna make fun of you and call you food. Alright, fuck me. Okay. After 8 hours of deliberation.
Fucking purge. Turn on you. Butter furs. Okay.
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 8 hours of deliberation. Glenna Duran was found guilty of first-degree murder and felony firearm charges on July 14, 2007, and she's going to be appearing in court again on August 28, 2017.
Oh, so like die fucking recklessly.
Yeah, just in a few days to have her sentence handed down.
I would love to be there to be like, Kurt told on you.
The pervert told on you. You're going to have to lick pussy to get an oatmeal cream pie now.
You're gonna have to braid more than hair for that honey bun.
Also, one quick side note. Did you know that the other day in Uintah County, they were doing road construction?
Mhm.
They were grading a road, dug up bodies. However...
What the front door?
However...
Are you serious?
Yes. However, what they have found, because now it's an
Archaeological.
dig, because it's an ancient Indian burial ground.
Oh
that
my
they dug
god.
up.
Please tell me that's not by my house.
No. Because all road construction has stopped. I think they said, I can't remember exactly which
They've got
road.
North Vernal Avenue torn the fuck up. I couldn't even get into my goddamn driveway at lunchtime because there was a fucking cheese grater.
Yeah, no, I
with
think
wheels in the way.
I think it's more towards like Duchesne Way versus us.
Holy
Yeah, so they dug up
shit.
when they were grading, a body like came up and they're like, holy fuck. So they had to stop everything. They came in and they found that they think that body is at least 100 years old. So they think
Oh
that it's
my
on
God.
like an old burial ground.
Oh no.
So they're digging things up and then they're going to let the tribes decide, do you want to keep the burial ground here? Because then they're going to have to redo everything.
Whatever.
And rebury them with proper whatevers.
Right.
Or if they want to
Oh,
relocate them.
No. Interesting. Where did you read that?
So Jordan, who we love dearly.
Palfrey?
Is that how you say her last name?
I don't know.
Anyways.
That's how I read it. And if I said it wrong, I'm sorry.
Jordan is the daughter to Heather Wilkins, and Heather is married to Ryan Wilkins. So we go up hunting every year.
Halferman.
Yes.
Sorry, I did say it wrong.
She posted that to Heather's Facebook the other day. And so when we were up
She's
on the
such a
mountain...
cute little girl.
She is. When we were up on the mountain camping, Heather was telling me about it.
Ugh, she's such a pretty girl.
She is.
Could you not be so pretty? Because if I see you in real life, I'm going to have to push you down and skin both your knees.
No, she can just join our squad.
All right. Need a squad.
Squad.
You can be part of the murder squad.
The murder squad. But yeah, she had posted that to Heather, and then Heather told me
I
about
like
it, and
it.
I was like, oh, well, I'm going to have to mention it. So
For real.
that's what that is. But yeah, I wanted to try to make this all a lighthearted, funny ha-ha episode.
It was still pretty funny.
Well, I know, but
In
not...
the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, not baby murders, like easy, lighthearted stuff, because the month of September is going to be...
Okay, then you should have told me be easy, lighthearted, like ridiculous shit like A
No,
Thousand
I-
Ways to Die.
No, I love it, though.
Instead of multiple baby murder.
It's okay. We need good current events.
Meh.
And those were good.
Meh.
They were sad
Meh.
stories, but they were good.
I still fucking have a lot of questions about that little Indonesian cunt that
I do, too.
I needs to pick its brain.
I also need a proper...
I wish somebody would,
need
like-
to know what he looks like now so I can avoid...
Right? All the fucking places that little son of a bitch might be, which...
Hide your babies, everybody.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. But if they made a book about it, I would listen to it on Audible.
Yes.
Because Audible has over 180,000.
Delicious titles.
Oh
that
my
you
god,
can-
for all the different murdery things that you could listen to.
I know.
And if you go to audibletrial.com/colormedead,
Color me dead.
you can get 30 days free with one download.
Mhm.
And if you cancel at any time, you are free to do so. Otherwise,
$14.99 a month.
yep, with one download. And
Or
if
you
do-
can upgrade.
Yep, to like 3, which I think is 30.
Yeah, which isn't bad. If
No,
you think
dude,
about
if you think about it, because some of those books value over $100 like a piece.
Yeah.
And you're getting them for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, so if you upgrade to even the $30 a month thing, you then get 3 free downloads, and then after your free downloads, all the other books you kind of get them at like a discounted-ish type price. So you use your free downloads for
Yeah.
those expensive ones.
Yeah, and then you can buy more credits
Yeah.
to get these books. But 30 days free with one free download, like who has time to listen to more than one book in a 2-week period? Okay, I'm looking at you. I get that. And me, when I'm stuck at my desk, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But then one free download.
Yeah. Yeah. So check them out. Tell us all about your fun.
Like, what is your favorite serial killer story? Like, get on there and
Yes.
find one. Find one that you haven't listened to.
Yes.
And get it free at audibletrial.com/colormedead.
Do it now.
Do it and do it now.
Because we like them.
Get to the chopper. No, I mean, shit, it's free. Go. Fucking do that.
Yeah.
Research for us.
Research for us. Yes. Oh, speaking of, I don't know if you saw that email that my cousin sent to us last night.
I has not looked at emails.
I will tell you about it, but we're definitely going to have to cover it, and it's going to be sad. But she sent me all this stuff, and this is Co's wife, my cousin Co. Her name is Jess. She's awesome. And she's like, I'm going to send you this. I want you to read it and then get back to me. And I got back to her and I was like, what the fuck did I just read? And she's like, you're welcome.
Oh, but I like stuff like that where somebody's like, here, fucking, let me give you this little brain fuck.
Yeah.
And you're like, you bastard, what is this? And they're like, tee. You're like, oh, you're my people.
Mm-hmm.
You're my people.
The one thing that's sad is it does involve a child.
Bummer.
And the trials haven't started yet for the people. The
Is
trials.
it local?
No.
Oh, okay.
New Mexico, though.
Not far away, but it's not fucking local.
Yeah. Fuck New Mexico, too, by the way.
Just the fact that baby Brianna comes out of New Mexico makes me hate the whole fucking state.
And The Bone Collector. And who we're doing in September. And this other case.
Yeah, I know. There's like so much that comes out of New Mexico that I'm like, no, that place is a fucking pit. I love everybody from New Mexico, though, and I'm sorry that you live in that area in which horrible things come out of it.
Same with Florida and California.
In Utah, where all the polygamy happens.
Yes.
Because now they're so inbred that all of their hills have eyes can't fucking function.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get that link I fucking sent you?
Yeah, because I had wrote all about it before. When I went down that rabbit hole, that was one of
my God. Okay, you cannot bang your fucking half-brother, uncle, sister's, cousin's fucking third. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah.
You cannot.
Yes, which we will touch in on that.
It's kind of like out of fucking Mean Girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's my first cousin. So you have your cousin, and then you have your first cousin, and then you have no, honey, that's not right, is it? Hey, Seth, like no. They have like a whole new fucking breed of Down syndrome and fucking like mental reach. Sorry,
we're gonna touch it next week. We're gonna poke it with a stick.
Sherry,
it's okay. It's fine. It's exciting.
I do. I get like overwhelmed with stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and also,
fucking polygamists are weird.
Also, we need to
who the fuck wears his pants with socks up to their knees under their fucking dresses? What's wrong with you? It's hot outside. Bitch, I know you're sweaty. Stop it.
Well, what's sad is like not even all of them do that. Some of them hide in plain sight.
The ones in fucking Salt Lake do.
Lots of the ones in Salt Lake do.
Oh, I know. There's literally around the corner from where I lived, there's a whole fucking street that's owned by the Klan.
Okay, we need to get off of polygamy.
Sorry. We're gonna fucking...
I know, we're just gonna be like, polygamy part 1. Fucking
hey, what time is it? It's fucking 9? We got time.
We got this.
Is it Monday?
Yes.
Oh, God, it's only fucking Monday. All right.
Rub those eyebrows some more. At least they don't come off like mine do.
It's only because I tattooed them on.
I will get mine on. Especially since I got like this vanilla ice right here. At my arch, it just fucking dies out and it doesn't grow.
It's all No, you know what? Having my eyebrows tattooed was probably the greatest thing I've ever done, but that's neither here nor there. So where we were going?
Okay, I'm trying to say that we're also going to start doing like a mini episode type of thing. And we have our very first case that we're going to be doing, which I'm not sure exactly when it will come out. We're finalizing the last little bit of the details.
Correct, because we still have to get some info from the mother.
Yes, and then we'll probably sit down, I'm guessing, I don't know when.
It doesn't matter. I don't have anything else planned for the rest of the year. I can literally sit with you whenever.
Right, and it's not like you live far away.
No, stone throw.
But what we want to do is start doing mini episodes of when you guys reach out to us with your personal stories.
We definitely want to make sure that our listeners' voices are being heard if they've got something to say.
Yes. And this first story is coming from Michelle Barton, and it's about her son. His name was Tanner. And there's a lot of questions regarding
his death.
Exactly. So we're going to kind of cover that a little bit. It's not long enough necessarily that we can go into a full episode of things because there's certain things that we can't say, but it's not short enough to throw it in with current events or whatever. So we're going to start doing listeners' choice or listener story like mini episodes, and she will be our first one. I think it would be fun one day to kind of do domestic abuse survivor stories from some of our listeners?
No, because we have quite a few. And I think that's something that people have continually praised us for, is that I don't know how to word it without saying like a douchebag. I wouldn't say it's like patting ourselves on the back, but we always make sure that we talk about it.
Right.
Because it's a big deal for me.
Yeah.
It's a big deal for you.
Right.
And I think it's a big deal for a lot of people, whether they're male, female, or fucking heliotrope. It's a big deal.
And we've had a few people reach out and say, like, come to us and say how they were happy that we talked about it and that they had come through it themselves. And they're like, but, you know, it's not like I really have a story. And I'm like, no.
Everybody does.
You do. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to think that your story isn't relevant because you didn't die or almost die or whatever.
Yeah, I wasn't fucking stabbed, so it wasn't. No. There
was still trauma.
If you fucking came out on the other side after, I don't even care if it's emotional abuse, which is sometimes I think I'd rather be hit than fucking mentally and like emotionally abused because I'm fucking fragile. Well, like physically, I'm fucking sturdy as shit. I'm built like a brick shithouse.
Once they break you down and they fuck with your brain like that, it's way different. Like scars, wounds will heal, but that shit stays forever.
Fucking forever. Yeah, no, I wholeheartily agree. Like, if somebody starts picking at me internally, that's the kind of shit that I still fucking carry around from, like, 6th grade.
Yeah, so I would want to, do,
I'd rather, you know what, you could just, I'd rather you punch me.
Just punch me.
Because I'm going to punch you back, bitch. I lift. I could fucking hurt you back. But if they, like, dig deep and stab me mentally, I don't know that I recover.
Yeah. I think it would be fun to do a domestic abuse, like, survivor mini-sode of where people that want to share their stories, and we don't have to say their names if they don't want. No. But I think sometimes it helps to tell personal stories and how they got out and stuff like that, because there's somebody out there that's listening that wants to get out. That. Yep. And maybe hearing that in that split moment will be like, I need to get the fuck out.
Which is another reason why I'm really excited to do polygamy. Not that I expect, like FLDS or anybody else to be listening, but you never know.
There's one clan specifically that's big on the internet.
So, I know.
There's a few of
those
them.
Those fuckers.
So hopefully our goal is to just try to help somebody out.
You know what?
We may be crude. And,
you know what? If I can help somebody out, kick a fucking hornet's nest, and you know what? Like, if anybody ever needs anything from us, if there's anything we can do, email us. Yes. colormedeadpodcast@gmail.com. Trust me, we've got big trucks, big men. We can move you if we have the means. We can come. If we don't,
do you want us to trip somebody for you?
I know. Do you want me to push somebody down some stairs? Do you want me to spit in their food? I'll even rub my asshole on, like, their washcloth. Pink eye.
Put your dirt bottom all over there.
Dirt bottoms on the fucking washcloths. No, man, like, if there's ever, like, even if you need somebody to make an anonymous finger quote, call.
Or if you just need...
man, I get those messages immediately. I get them on my phone. Like, if there's ever something and you fucking need help, email us.
colormedeadpodcast@gmail.com. You can get us on Twitter at colormedeadpod. Message us on there.
Facebook, fucking Twitter. Yep. Find me.
Reach out to anybody in our group, because I'm sure if somebody reached out and was like, hey,
I need help.
Even if it's just somebody to talk to. Like,
yeah, dude, we're always here.
Our group is pretty cool. So.
Our group is cool. I'm cool. You're cool. We're all cool.
We're all awesome. But
everything is awesome.
Everything is cool when you're part of the team. Sorry. Too much Lego movie.
That movie was fucking hilarious.
So was Lego Batman.
The police of Neil.
Have you watched the Lego Batman?
Not yet.
Oh, dude, I can pretty much quote it. So funny.
So, what is our next episode? Is that Listener's Choice?
Listener's Choice, episode 20.
Fucking excited. So we just did
Polygamy Nightmares.
True crime and polygamy nightmares.
And so this one was episode 19.
Okay.
Current events.
Current random events. Some of them are not very current.
All of Angel and her baby kills. And I got a parrot, a propane tank, and some baby stabbing. So, I'm not innocent.
I was like, holy shit, man. Did you sling me under the bus as the baby stabber? Shit. I still think you're pretty and I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Even though you look like hammered asshole right now.
Dude, I told you.
It's really just from here up. Because from here down, you're always pretty.
Forehead up?
But from the eyebrows up, you look like the old lady that lived in a shoe.
People could see me right now. I would
So
get
many
my
kids, she didn't know what to do.
Dude, I'm rocking being homeless today. I don't even care. I have laundry that I still haven't folded. Shit to do.
I just barely cleaned my kitchen for the first time in like 6 days. There were dishes in there that were starting to like become
Oh,
like their own ecosystem and shit.
mhm.
Like it was a scene out of Evolution.
Nice. I fucking love that movie. I need some ice cream. What flavor? Doesn't matter.
It's for my ass.
There's always time for lube.
No lube. There's always time for lube. I'm gonna go home and watch that.
Me too. It's so funny. Take the leg. Take the leg.
It's headed toward a scoring. Take the leg. Oh man.
Okay.
So, but then
Let's see. I feel like there's something I'm forgetting to say. Oh, do you know what we didn't do? No, we didn't do our disclaimer again.
whatever. If you guys don't know by now, fuck you.
Yeah.
Just jump in feet first, and if you're offended, you get fucking offended.
We're gonna... we're pretty much only gonna have to do a disclaimer now on cases that we're even like... Which I will tell you, that takes quite a bit.
Yeah, like if
The case that I'm going to tell you about as soon
I just
as we're
got
done with
washer
this.
dryer mouth. I see that one.
That one.
That one will definitely need like a very serious disclaimer.
Yes.
I don't even care anymore. Like this is episode 19. We're always coming up on 20. Like if you guys don't fucking know us by now, you never knew me at all.
But if they're newbies,
And they jumped in on episode fucking 19.
I would rather they do that than go to our very first episode where we're...
At least get into like 5 and up. I feel pretty good about.
Right.
But like 1 through 4 was a little touchy because the audio was shit.
Well, dude, we were doing it with caveman shit because we didn't expect anything to really happen. We had Fort Kickass. That was fun.
Fort Kickass was fun except for on my joints.
Mm-hmm. And it was hot and sweaty. The idea was fun.
No,
we were in a
Fort Kickass was fucking awesome, but by the time you got out and you had milk...
Twitty.
Rib Twitties. Yeah, sweat. I had like...
Rib Twitties. How the fuck did that even come out of my face hole? Oh no, that mouth baby needs to be aborted.
Rib Twitties. No, dude, it wasn't even sweat. I had like 1% pooling in my fucking bra. It was awful. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, but then maybe don't stab babies and stay out of chalk lines.
Don't own a bird. We'll tell on you and stay out of chalk lines.
Or maybe do own a bird. So if anything happens to you,
it will tell on them.
And you're still going to be in chalk lines.
Right. Or if you decide to kill somebody, kill the bird too.
And so you can stay out of chalk lines.
All right.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.